A very good morning to everyone. In chapter number 9, we have started with valence bond theory, and with the explanation of valence bond theory, one can identify the inner orbital share or outer orbital hybridization. So today we'll start with the coordination number 4. If we are having any compound like NiCN4 to the power minus 2. So when we are having coordination number 2, we are having two type of geometry. One is square planar, which gives DsP2 hybridization, and other is tetrahedral, which will give sp3 hybridization. So on the basis of ligands approach, which orbitals they are occupying, will get the different kind of geometry, that is square planar and tetrahedral. Here NiCN4 to the power minus 2. So the oxidation state of Ni is, this is minus 4 equal to minus 2, it will be plus 2. So the electronic configuration of nickel in plus 2 state, rather we will write first Ni plus only in nickel. So nickel's atomic number is 28. So the electronic configuration will be 3d8 4s2. In nickel plus 2 state, it will remove this 2 electrons of s orbital. So we'll get 3d8 4s0. So this is the Ni plus 2 state. Now fill up this electron, that is 3d. 5 compartments are there. 3d8, fill up the 8 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Here you will get 4s as empty and then 4p as empty. Now here our ligand is cyanide, which is strong field ligand. So the strong field ligand has tendency to pair up the electron. So it will send this electron over here and the electron will get paired here. So one cyanide, total 4 cyanides are there. So one cyanide will take place over here, 1 will here and 2 with p. So you will get 1 d orbital, 1 s orbital and 2 p orbitals. So the hybridization obtained here is DsP2 hybridization. If it is DsP2 hybridization, so the geometry will obtain is square planar. So it will be like Ni, this is Cn, Cn, Cn and Cn. So this is the geometry of NiCN4 to the power minus 2. Clear? Now let us take another example. If instead of cyanide, if I am having chloride, so what geometry will be obtained? So NiCl4 to the power minus 2. Again this is minus 4 equal to minus 2. Here nickel will be in plus 2 state. So when nickel is as it is, then it is 3d8 4s2, and in plus 2 state it will remove 2 electrons, that is 3d8 4s0. So here you will get 3d orbital, we'll just make it, and 3d8. So 8 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The 4s orbital is empty and 4p orbital is again empty. Now what happens? Here the ligand is chloride, and chloride is weak field ligand. So it does not have tendency to pair up the electron. Even if it wants, it cannot pair up this electron. So when the orbitals are not empty, this chloride ligand will approach over here, that is 1s orbital and 3p orbital, because there are 4 chloride, will get 1s and 3p. So the hybridization obtained is sp3 hybridization for this complex. and the geometry obtained will be tetrahedral. Clear? So it will be like this: NiCl4, okay, to the power -2. So this is how we can obtain the geometry as well as hybridization on the basis of ligand. Clear? So now this complex is paramagnetic because there are 2 unpaired electrons. So it is paramagnetic. Whereas the above complex was diamagnetic because here the electrons are getting paired up and no single electron is there. So this complex was diamagnetic. Right? Now, whenever it is paramagnetic, the complex will generally show colored. So this NiCl4-2 is your colored complex. Clear? Now let me explain you which are the ligands. So we are having now ligands. I will give you the classification of ligands on the basis of strong field and weak field ligand. So the strong field ligands are carbon donors, and the strongest ligand among this is carbonyl, CO, then cyanide, then C6H5 minus, then CH3 minus, then NO2, NH3, then PY, that is your pyridine, then EDTA, then thiocyanide or isothiocyanate, sorry. Then till here all are weak field ligand, right? These are weak field ligand, and now strong field ligand. These are the strong field ligand, and now the weak field ligand will start. That is H2O, then O-2, oxalate, then you can consider hydroxide, then fluoride, N3 minus is your nitride, Cl minus, SCN minus, thiocyanide, then S minus 2, N3 minus is your azide, S minus 2, Br minus, I minus. So from water to iodine, these are weak field ligand. Okay, and from carbonyl to this isothiocyanide, it is your strong field ligand. So what are strong field ligands? Strong field ligands are those ligands which can pair up the electrons against Hund's rule. They have the tendency to pair up the electron against Hund's rule. So if we commonly talk about the strength of the ligand, the strongest ligands are carbon donor, or you can say carbon atoms are the strongest one, then nitrogen atoms, then oxygen atoms, and then halogen atoms, right? So this is the strength. So pairing of electron will occur against Hund's rule in presence of strong field ligand, you will get inner d orbital hybridization. But in place of weak field ligand, even if they want to try to pair up the electrons, they will not pair up the electrons, and hence it will take up the outer d orbital. Clear? So I think it will be clear for you. In next lecture, we'll continue the chapter. Till then, go through it. Bye bye. Have a nice day.